Hi guys, it's Nevi again. Did you guys want to make different toggles on your customizable model like this? Or maybe even this? There's also an opportunity to have something like this. This, 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 or even a hairstyle toggle like this. So if you're looking for a way to make a lot of customizable toggles like these, and to make them easily accessible with your quick hotkeys, here's a tutorial for you. If you go into settings, you can see that I have all of these different toggles lined up. I usually have them set up with mix it up so that way my chat can activate them while I'm streaming, which I think is a lot of fun. Now, each of them are on my numbers keys, so that way I can change them out. The first thing we're going to want to do is to make these really cool shortcuts. First thing you're going to want to do is go into your cogwheel setting and then open your data folder. This will open up a folder where it brings you directly to your streaming assets. Here's mine. Let me move myself over a little so you guys can see it. Now I have my streaming assets in like an image mode just as it's a little bit easier for me to find them. When it comes to the models, you're going to go into Live 2D models and you're going to select the model that you're using. I'm currently using the LizMeta 1.01 2K version. And then you're going to click on that file again. And then you're going to go into Expressions, New. A lot of the customizable models has an Expressions folder, so you'd be going into there to find it. This is applicable to each and any model that you're creating. Now you're going to pick your base model that you'd like to customize. I have mine labeled as base. You're going to select it, you're going to copy it, and then you're going to paste it. This is an important step. You're going to want to remove the copy, and you're going to want to make sure that it still says exp3.json. Now I'm going to make this, let's say Nibluya is the name. I'm going to make it TBE, which means to be edited. And that's what I'm going to be looking for when I'm going to go and edit a outfit for my model to change into. Now let's close the folder and let's go into the Hotkeys Expression tab. Right here, Hotkey Settings and Expressions. Now you're going to look up that file that you renamed. I named mine TVE, so I can just click that and make it easier. And here I have the same facial structure and everything I had before without having to change anything. This makes it a lot easier, so that way if you just want to change, let's say the hairstyle, or maybe you want to change the hue on one of your shirts, it keeps it from you having to adjust it each and every time and going back and forth to make sure everything looks the same. So let's get to editing this model's outfit. As you can see, there's already a lot of things selected. These are all the toggles that I already have set up for my model. Now let's get to creating a new outfit or hairstyle for this model. As you can see right now, all of the model parameters that I've set up are here and they're all activated. For the ones that are off, those will not be affecting my model at this moment. But say I want to make a new hairstyle. Well, the first thing I'm going to want to do is go all the way to the hair bangs and make sure that none of them are conflicting. Like for example, say I decided to add the curtain bangs. Do you see how they overlap on the ones that I currently have set up? We really wouldn't want it to look like that. All you have to do is toggle it on and not worry about the parameters overlapping each other.
I met you in the yellow light of a sign that bore your name. You said it was a coincidence, but one you can't explain. Said I'm not going to read more other than I should would when you smiled. I knew I always would. I wanna meet you in a slow down.
As you guys can see, I've gotten to the don't touch below, and here is where we wouldn't want to touch anything. But everything else I have kind of toggled on. So what I like to do is I first like to save just so that way I don't lose any progress, and then I go back and I open it again. So now we're going to go back to TBE. And you see how there's 220 parameters that are now on. That means all of these parameters are now applicable. And it means that the outfits will not be overlapping as easily as before. Of course, there could be a few times here and there that something I clicked on, I maybe didn't toggle it properly, and so you have to go and fine tune it a bit.
I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dare to cross the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dare to cross the room, but I am trying. Stuck beneath the spinning glow of a familiar hue. Struck by your impression, like all love goes next to you. But I will try to stand and make it down the hall. But in the sound, I'm barely here at all. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dare to cross the room. I wanna meet you at a slow dance. I wanna meet you, but it's too soon. I wanna meet you, but I can't speak. Or dare to cross the room, but I am trying so
Now that I've created that new toggle, I'm going to go down to expressions. I'm going to then go into hotkey name, fluffy ears. I usually go right back into the same file folder I was in before, and I rename it here just so it's easier. But like I said before, you're going to want to copy, Control-C, Control-V, and make copies of this file so that way it's easier for you. I'm going to now rename this to Fluffy Ears. So from TBE, it's going to be Fluffy Ears. And now I'm going to look for the hotkey in YouTube Studio. So let me close that. Hotkey action, set/unset expression. Go to the expression, Fluffy Ears. And then I usually put it on my right mouse button just to test it. And do you see how it goes through all of the different outfits before it actually changes? Well, there's a little tip for this. You're going to put the fade to 0.01. And now when you do it, it won't go through that. So you have less likely of a chance of accidentally flashing your chat. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for your time.